In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of Holy Spirit, one God. Amen. Chosen one, June 21st, 2025. Your new beginning. Listen, June 21st, 2025 is not just another date on the calendar. It is the divine marker of your new beginning. Not a reset, not a rerun, but a beginning. So divinely aligned that everything before it will look like preparation, and everything after it will feel like acceleration. This is not about a restart. It's about a rise, a holy rise, a destined shift. This is your moment of divine momentum. For so long, the ground beneath your feet has felt heavy. You've questioned the waiting, doubted the silence, and wrestled with the unknown. But now on June 21st, the veil lifts, and what once felt hidden begins to show. What once seemed distant begins to approach. The energy around you will feel different, not chaotic but electric, not random but orchestrated. You are being pulled into something bigger than your history. And the key to this moment is readiness. But not the kind of readiness the world talks about. This is spiritual, supernatural readiness, where your soul is calm even when the wind, where your spirit senses movement before your eyes do. So before we journey deeper, pause and listen. This video was not made to fill space. It was designed to activate space. The space inside you, the space around you, the space where miracles travel. Stay with this message until the end. Let every word be an announcement to your future that you are available for what heaven is about to do. And write your warmest wishes and the number 777 in the comments, because something supernatural happens when you write it out loud. Something shifts, something activates, something begins. Wishes come true in atmospheres that expect them. Now, chosen one, like this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. And let's begin, chosen one. This is not a normal beginning. This is the beginning that follows endurance. This is the chapter after the long night. You are not stepping into this date empty-handed. You are stepping in with scars that turned into strategies, pain that turned into purpose, delay that turned into discipline. You are not behind, you are aligned. And June 21st is when alignment meets acceleration. The kind of acceleration that doesn't ask for permission, the kind that knows the time is now. For so long, you've been the one who adjusted, waited, shrank to fit in, stayed silent to keep the peace, and held back to protect others' comforts. But now that season expires, that identity fades, because the version of you that June 21st is calling forward has been kept for divine timing. And divine timing never fails. You've likely noticed it already. An internal restlessness. Not chaos, but a quiet confirmation. A signal from within saying it's time. A pull in your spirit saying get up. A whisper saying move now. That whisper is not your imagination. It is heaven giving you permission to become. The timeline has shifted. The energy has moved. The hour is sacred. The spotlight of purpose is finding you. Not because you fought for it, but because it's always been yours. You were never meant to blend in, though life tried to paint you invisible. You were never meant to settle, though circumstances tried to redefine you. You were never meant to remain silent, though rejection tried to convince you otherwise. Your voice is returning, your direction is sharpening, your atmosphere is shifting. What seemed lost is being restored, but in a higher form. Not as a copy of what you thought you needed, but as the truth of what your soul deserves. Your finances, your purpose, your relationships, your ideas, everything is undergoing a divine rebirth. That's why June 21st isn't random. Elections, appointments come with confirmations. The signs will appear. Conversations will reveal more than expected. Doors will open where there were once only walls. You'll see the signs because you've been prepared to interpret them. Others may think they're coincidences, but you will know they are markers of a God-ordained moment. And in this new beginning, clarity will be your compass. No more begging for signs. No more staying in places that drain your destiny. No more hoping they will see your worth, because now you see it. In that vision, your divine self-perception unlocks a new rhythm in your life. A rhythm that says, I don't chase, I align. I don't beg, I receive. I don't settle, I rise. Everything about this new beginning is spiritual before it is visible, and you, chosen one, are equipped to walk by that unseen light. June 21st carries a sacred invitation to step out of the familiar and into the fulfilled. This is the moment when you stop surviving and start soaring. You are not who you used to be, and that is your power. The world may try to greet you with old memories, but you are not obligated to live there anymore. You owe no one an explanation for your elevation. You owe no apology for your healing. You owe no justification for your glow. The old you was good, but this version, this is the you who knows your assignment. This is the version of you who understands silence is not weakness, it's strategy. That stillness is not stagnation, it's preparation. And the trials you endured, they weren't punishment, they were permission slips for greatness. The truth is, you were hidden for a reason, because what you carry could not be prematurely exposed. The weight of your calling required protection. The delay you experienced wasn't rejection. It was the universe preserving the sacredness of your arrival. Now that veil is lifting. The reveal is here, and the world will not be able to ignore what's rising from within you, because favor is loud even when you are silent. Anointing is visible even when you are still. Power is undeniable even when you whisper. June 21st begins a new orbit for your life. The alignment is personal. The blessings are custom. What is coming to you is not just big, it's exclusive, tailored to your walk, matched to your energy, prepared for your soul. You've been through enough to know this isn't hype, it's holy. And that difference is what separates this beginning from every other season before. Because this time you're not chasing anything, you're attracting everything. This time you're not proving your worth, you're walking in it. This time you're not waiting for the right time, you are declaring it. What happens on June 21st isn't just circumstantial, it's generational. You are breaking things in silence that others couldn't even identify out loud. You are rewriting legacies without needing applause. You are elevating entire lineages with a single decision to step into your divine timeline. And yes, it will cost you the comfort of who you were, but it will give you the crown of who you are. The version of you that rises from this day forward is one that no longer fears the unknown, because you are now friends with faith. You don't need every answer, you just need the courage to walk forward. And that courage has found you. On June 21st, your life will begin to carry a sound, the sound of someone who remembers why they hear, the sound of someone who no longer fears being seen, the sound of someone who no longer compromises for survival. This sound will go before you. It will echo in rooms your name has not yet entered. It will announce you in conversations you haven't even been invited to. Because when heaven opens a door, no man can close it. And when destiny calls, no delay can silence it. This is not your breaking season. This is your birthing season. You are being born into a higher version of your own story. No one can live it but you. No one can speak it but you. No one can fulfill it but you. And every moment up until now has led you here. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are on time. You are in flow. You are in favor. And your steps from here on out are no longer ordinary. They are ordered, chosen, one. The time is not coming, it's here. And all that's required of you now is one brave step. Step into your new beginning like it was made for you. Because it was June 21st, 2025. It's not just a date, it's your doorway, it's your shift. It's your welcome to what you were always meant to become. You didn't come this far just to be acknowledged. You came this far to be activated. You didn't do so much just to survive. You made it so you could thrive in the fullness of what has always been yours by divine design. June 21st marks the crossing over from the realm of waiting into the realm of walking. You are walking into the promises that once only lived in your prayers. You are walking into the manifestation of things that once kept you up at night wondering if they'd ever arrive. And now they're here. But this is not a passive arrival. This is a divine unveiling. And you are the main revelation. Don't underestimate how long you've been prepared for this. Don't dismiss the private lessons that shaped your character, your strength, your perspective. Because now what once lived in secret will begin to speak publicly. Not through your words alone, but through your energy, your decisions, your presence. You become a force, a quiet storm, a powerful atmosphere of alignment and courage. And now that you know who you are, the world must adjust to your truth. You are not just starting something new, you are becoming something rare. And when you become rare, the world reacts in different ways. Some will celebrate you, others will question you. And some will distance themselves because they no longer recognize you. But don't shrink, don't return to roles that you've outgrown just to make others comfortable. This new beginning was not given to you so you could keep old agreements alive. It was given so you can finally move freely, boldly, unapologetically. You are not required to remain in familiar patterns just to be understood. In fact, you must be willing to be misunderstood for a while, because the version of you that June 21st unlocks is ahead of its time. You are the future walking in real time. You are the answer where others only saw confusion. You are the elevation that generations prayed for. And with that weight comes a new kind of responsibility, not to please people, but to honor your path. Your time of waiting wasn't wasted. It recalibrated your spirit. It refined your discernment. It helped you spot what no longer serves your soul. You no longer force connections. You no longer chase clarity. You become magnetic to divine things because you finally trust your own vibration. And now that you've reached this point, don't look back for validation. You will not find peace in the past. You will find power in the present. And it's in this moment, this sacred shift on June 21st, that power will begin to speak on your behalf. Your name is rising in unseen rooms. Your vision is being remembered in places where it was once dismissed. Your gift is becoming undeniable, not because you changed it, but because you stayed loyal to it. The ones who didn't see it weren't meant to carry it with you. You needed their doubt to become your silence. And you needed your silence to become your strategy. And now strategy is turning into steps into a future that no longer requires explanation, just execution. Everything about June 21st signals a reset in your external world to match your internal transformation. You're not adjusting anymore, you are aligning. You are not overcompensating anymore. You are commanding, you are not explaining your light anymore. You are expanding in it. This shift is not seasonal, it's spiritual. This is not hype, it's holy timing. And when holy timing comes, you don't need approval, you need obedience. You need to honor what's awakening in you, even when it makes others uncomfortable. Your new beginning will challenge the places where you used to hide. It will illuminate the parts of your life you once covered in fear. But now you no longer lead with fear. You lead with fire. Fire in your soul. Fire in your purpose. Fire in your direction. When you walk with fire, you stop dimming your spirit just to avoid the smoke. You let the smoke rise because your clarity is strong enough to carry you through. You let the fire speak because your truth is louder than their doubts. Chosen one, the next chapter doesn't need your hesitation. It needs your full presence. The newness that's arriving isn't waiting for your perfection, it's waiting your participation. You don't have to know every step, you just have to take the next one. Trust that your feet are already ordered. Trust that the path was carved while you were healing. Trust that what's ahead of you doesn't require the trauma of who you were. It only requires the truth of who you've become. And who you've become is powerful. You've become someone who understands that rejection was redirected, that endings were entrances, that silence was strategy, that heartbreak was training, that detours were divine. You see it now, you feel it now, you carry it now. You're not just walking into a new day, you are walking into the full expression of your divine capacity. You are walking into favor, into fulfillment, into a future you no longer fear because it feels like home. The unfamiliar won't feel strange anymore. It will feel like destiny. The people you meet from now on won't feel random. They will feel like connection. The ideas you carry won't feel heavy. They will feel holy. Everything that once felt like a burden is now being transformed into blessing. Everything that once looked like a delay is now being revealed as protection. Every no that once hurt you is now being celebrated because it preserved the path that leads to your yes. So, don't panic when things begin to shift quickly after June 21st. Don't second guess, assess your alignment. Don't analyze your blessings. Don't overthink the open doors. Walk through them. Speak your truth. Show up. Stay available. Because this time the preparation you've been through is finally meeting its opportunity. The oil on your life is real. The season of waiting has matured you. The hunger you feel is not desperation. It's destiny summoning you to take your place. You are not just stepping into something new. You are becoming something necessary. Your voice, your energy, your very presence. It is needed in rooms where the atmosphere has been stale. You carry a vibration that revives, uplifts, shifts, and awakens. And for so long you've wondered why you never fit. The truth is you weren't meant to fit. You were born to lead. You were born to set the tone, not follow it. You were born to break limits, not live within them. This new beginning requires a new pace. You are no longer running to catch up. You are now walking in rhythm with your calling. You are no longer comparing. You are now celebrating your uniqueness. You are no longer striving. You are now receiving. And in this receiving, you are building legacy, building peace, building environments where your soul can breathe freely. No more gasping for validation. No more surviving of scraps. You are feasting at a new table now. And this time you're not just a guest, you are the honored one. Your seat is reserved. Your light is respected. Your spirit is ready. What's ahead of you will not resemble what you left behind. And you will know this truth deep in your bones. Your life has finally caught up to your calling. You're no longer just dreaming it, you're living it. And every cell in your body will feel the shift. Every room you walk into will feel the vibration. Every word you speak will be drenched in the authority of someone who made it out of every storm stronger. This is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your legacy. And legacy doesn't ask for applause. It commands impact. You were born for this kind of impact, born for this kind of rise, born for this kind of favor. And now you are finally walking in it without fear, without delay, without apology. You are here. Everything that once made you feel like you were falling behind was actually divine proof that you were being positioned ahead. The delay was never denial, it was alignment. A delay that slowed you down just enough so that you would not miss the precise moment your timeline opened. That moment is now. June 21st is not about crossing a finish line. It's about realizing that you were the race all along. And the prize is who you've become. You no longer need to chase what's already yours. You no longer need to apologize for your standards, your energy, your truth. What June 20th reveals is that your transformation has not gone unnoticed. The universe has heard you, heaven has confirmed you, and now the earth must respond to you. You are walking into a new gravitational field. You are no longer pulled toward confusion, limitation, or pain. You are magnetized toward clarity, abundance, and healing. And because your internal state has shifted, your external world is about to reflect that elevation, chosen one. This shift doesn't wait for circumstances to be perfect. It activates. The moment you say yes, the moment you stop romanticizing your struggle and start recognizing your strength, the moment you release every version of yourself that was created to survive and begin embracing the version of you that was built to shine, because this time the light is not coming from the outside, it's bursting out of you. You've always carried a hidden glow, but life had you dim it for acceptance. You muted your brilliance in rooms that couldn't hold it. You shrank your ideas for people who couldn't understand them. You softened your dreams to stay connected to environments that were never designed to see you fully. Now you are being called to rise above the fog of familiarity.